We have a spectrum of delegates across various industry segments, and we represent two different continents here. So we would like to understand more about innovation and IPR. So the first question to Narana sir is that, from the perspective of a government organization, what are the steps that we can take to bridge the gap between university research and real industry-ready innovation?
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for this nice opportunity to speak with young boys and girls and faculty. University research, actually, right now in India, we are not taking it as seriously as we should. So if we can get hold of researchers who come to organizations like the Innovation Council, there are so many organizations that work, capture the kind of research that they are doing, convert that into probably your process or a product patent, transfer the technology to persons who are willing to take it on, commercialize it further. And I think this is the steps that we have to take, that we are not really taking seriously. So in fact, right now, Prashant is here with us, who works with the government, the last Innovation Council meeting. We said that we take these steps forward. So in Goa, we are taking this seriously. We are trying to capture all the research and see how far we can convert it. So the main thing that we have to do is get universities and organizations like the Innovation Council or such across the country to work in tandem so that very good products and processes come out of the system.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, the next question is to Professor Thomas Klepka. So, when it comes to the filing of IP, because you are an expert in IPR, you are working a lot with IPR, what are the biggest troubles or bottlenecks the young innovators are facing, especially from university, because you also work in a university? What are the biggest challenges faced by young innovators to file for IPR in your country, in Poland, or in Europe in general?
The most important thing is to share knowledge for the young people, because young people only learning, teaching with some solution in practical very important. And in Poland we have a very big problem because we had some training in industry and now it's stopped. And we again going to the factories, industrial, and show students how it's working inside. During the process, it's a very big problem because the students don't think and don't touching the production lines. And when we start to feeling what will be inside during the process, we find invention, and later we have some good solution in the patents, etc.
Thank you so much, Professor Thomas. My next question is to Dr. A. Joseph, the Indian Innovators Association. Sir, because the nature of innovation itself is very global, it is not limited to one geography per se. So how should universities rethink their IPR policies to support international collaboration?
It's a good question. India has 60,000 patents. I think 2023, 60,000 patents are applied in India. There are 6 million patents not applied and protected in India. These 6 million patents not protected in India, they may be from Poland, Germany, China, USA, Japan. No. Innovation is a knowledge you take from various patents. One single patent is not an innovation. A patent is a knowledge. And knowledge to technology, innovation is long way. So universities traditionally, they started research with the government funding. They protect it end of the day with a project report and a patent. It's another pipeline activity. They do not look at the patents of other countries. The starting point should be a patent search of other countries too. If you want to do a research, you should start with a patent search in Poland, USA, China, Japan, somewhere like that. Then you build a what is called a unique claim. There is a potential partnership there. If there is a professor in Poland who is working in a particular line, and that is the line you want to add value, obviously you should talk to the person there and say, okay, you have come up to that in your country, I am going to add more value in my country. Together it will be a globally powerful patent. So the partnership is basically based on the knowledge scouting patent search. You search for a patent, you find out the other people who have got ownership of the patent, then talk to them, become a partners, and both of you can come with a beautiful patent which will be a globally successful patent. I think that's what is more patent.
Thank you very much, sir. So my next question is to Professor Meena from Ludwig University of Technology. So, Professor, you have a lot of experience working with universities in India. Also, you travel a lot to India, and you also, I think you also work with some exchange programs. So, what role does this exchange program, like these international exchange programs, play in shaping, let's say, the innovation ability, or let's say the knowledge exchange among students of different demographics to innovate? How do you think they play a role in it?
Yes, so the main things is that we are living in different countries, yes. So the same things we see that we can look at a different side, yes. And for sure this is some kind of the innovation. Also we cooperate here with your universities, because you've got a lot of cooperation with the manufacturer. And this manufacturer, all the students have, your students have the internships, yes? So your students and even your professors, your teachers are very close to industry, yes? So, because in science, innovation and in business, innovation is, let's say, the same word, innovation, but the other meanings. The business thinks innovation, how many products I will sell, what will be the new things. But in science is the innovation, let's say, this is the new knowledge, yes, but new knowledge I will solve or not. In business, yes, I will solve. So the innovation connection, something very new in knowledge and something that the people will use. So the business will earn a lot of money from this. And as I saw here in this events, yes, the students show, let's say, this innovation, knowledge innovation, and also the innovation for the business. So if they will come, the company, they will say, okay, I will do it. This is very useful for me.
Thank you so much, Professor, for your views. My next question is to Dr. Bartek from Ludwig University of Technology. So, Professor Bartek, I have a very specific question because you're working on AI, right? So, see now, especially in this day, AI tools are generating rapid prototypes, especially when it comes to IT, when it comes to programming, coding, right? So, how do you think IPR frameworks need to evolve so that the AI-assisted or AI-generated innovations can be validated, or let's say taken into consideration?
So, John, thank you for this question. What can I add about the AI? When I was studying my studies, so mostly I was related on the mechanics and on the electrical things. Right now, we are also moving to the AI applications. So let's say we are putting AI, artificial intelligence, to the operation of every system. And actually, as I spotted some solutions of young innovators here, the young people are using this. So this is actually the future, and we will see what will be the next. So what is the most important thing? Just also validate these AI models, for example, or some solutions, and it should also this solution should help us to solve some problems. So this is
Thank you, Professor Bartek. So my next question is to my next question is to Naruna sir. So, sir, how can state innovation councils like the Goa State Innovation Council collaborate with global partners or countries like Europe, Poland, continents and countries like Europe and Poland to build joint IP ventures?
See, there is this difficulty of dealing with countries abroad because we don't have access. We are fortunate that we met ideas through Edita and through you. So we have begun this process, and in the Bulgarian meeting, I was in Croatia last 2 months back and met a few innovators there, invited them over here. So this kind of an activity has to go on. Maybe personally, if take interest in private. Government is there as a channel, but I think the individuals matter more. So tying up with people like from Poland, like I would look at last time, the other people came, universities are coming with us. So that tying up, taking interest and making meaningful dialogues is what is important. That's it.
Thank you, sir. So personal relationships and interests kind of stand out.
Yes.
So next question. Next question is to Dr. Mayor Joseph. So there are a lot of students here. So what common mistakes do Indian innovators make during patent filing, and how can we prevent them at the university level or the early startup stage level?
I think that's a good question. So all the students, I think we have met almost all the students here. They are creative people. Something they want to develop and they are showing something. And then we always tell them go and apply for a patent. So, but they apply for a patent, the mistake they do is that when we go there and talk to them as a jury or an expert or a visitor, what they tell us, they use the same language in a patent document. Patent document is a TikTok commercial legal language. What you are telling me, this is the problem I am solving because I have noticed a problem. That's not a patent claim at all. So you should consult a patent attorney. Here there is a patent attorney in this incubator. Everywhere in every college there is a patent support system is available. Even if the college doesn't have a patent support system, Indian government has put a list of patent attorneys who will file the patent on your behalf, and they are paid by the government of India. It's a free service to the students, but not the government of India. Take services, then only you apply for a patent. Making a wrong patent application, you cannot take it back. What you are claiming, obviously without patent attorney support, will be very easy. What do you say? Obvious. What is obvious cannot be patented claim. So take a patent attorney, like you talk to your professor, talk to the patent attorney. They are all here to support you and it doesn't cost. Most of the fee service either in your college or the government of India service. Apply for a patent after talking to the expert. He will use a language and you will be surprised to see this language is very different from the language which you use to describe your innovation. Right? So please talk to the patent attorney, make a professionally eligible claim with support of a patent attorney. Then we will have a fantastic terminology. If the patent attorney says what you are saying is not patentable, then it's an opportunity for you to come with a next level of innovation, improve the innovation. Till there is something like a worthwhile claim for patenting. Right? So that is what is required. So patent is not a certificate or award or a merit. It is basically a protection for you to make a business in a very, very long run.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. My next question is to Professor Tomasz Klapka. So, Professor, how do in the Polish context, just like how we discussed about the universities in India, how do Polish universities encourage the students to file patents instead of just completing a project or a thesis?
We have some support with financial for the students, and for example, we will come with some project to change the information about science between countries. We are very happy to see what's inside in India. It's a very fantastic country. And the solution, our solution in our technology, for example, because we are from mechanical engineering, Bartek is from artificial intelligence. It's different, and when we find people from India, and we will see what we're doing, what everybody doing, is different. And together, when we start working together with some project, I think it's very good for everybody, because we thinking different, and your students and your young people thinking another different. And connection with our solution will be in the future the perfect.
Thank you so much, Professor Tomasz. My next question is to Professor Miha. So, Professor, once again, talking from your experience, because you work with both Indian and Polish universities, what are the things, I won't call it improvement, but let's say, what are the practices that India can adopt from Poland and Poland can adopt from India to make a greater impact on innovations? How we can learn from each other? What do you think from your observation?
So, from my observation, I saw, because the professor came to us from 4 years or 6 months, that they work very hard. Yes, so we can learn from your side that you are learning very hard and you're working very hard. And firstly, what can we learn? That everything what they doing the research, they doing some kind of the work for the industry. This is and they develop new product. You find some new ideas and putting this into knowledge. Yes. So everything is a lot of papers. Yes. But from our Polish side, yes, we are the leader in patents, yes. So the work, a little bit science, it's papers, yes, but the patents. Every single work, single things we try to patent. Yes, the way to get the patent is minimum 3 years, yes, but we send a lot of, it's a proposal for the patent, yes. So I would like to suggest, try because it's in Polish side that doesn't cost anything, yes, just to send, and then if you receive the patent, then you pay for this much more money. But for your side, that's everything to find the new knowledge. Even you've got doing the work in industry and taking this into the research papers, because you are leader. Your huge number is 40, 30, yes, mice and 12, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much for your insights. My next question is to Professor Bartek. So, Professor, what do you think that the university ecosystem especially, how can they work more closely with startups for technology commercialization, or let's say companies like IPS Global, to commercialize the solutions of technology transfer? What steps are required?
So actually, from the perspective of my university, yes, we have a central office of innovation that is promoting to evolve to produce the new ideas and put it into the practice. So this is somehow is here as a prototyping lab. We have this similar, but also the faculties must be more, let's say, involved into the promotion of producing new solutions. Yes, so just to encourage students to put new solutions and put it into the practice. Actually, we have a couple, from the perspective of Lublin, we have a couple of, let's say, students' contests, that is promoting the solutions, they're showing some ideas for the companies, and they're trying to implement it. So they also compete in that area. However, it's worth to work on it, and yes, this is somehow how it works from the perspective of Lublin.
Thank you so much, Professor Bartek. So with this, we conclude a short panel. But before that, we would like to open the floor for a couple of questions. If anyone would like to ask any question to any of the panel members, please feel free to do so now. We'll open the floor to questions for a couple of minutes. Does anyone have any question to the panel members? Or in general? It doesn't have to be directed at one member as such. You can ask in general to the panel and the panel will share their views. And the topic is going to be IPR and innovations. Okay.
I will ask you a question. Since the students are always shy, let me ask the question. What is better, imitation or innovation? Innovation. Are you shy to say you are copied? Is it a shameful thing to say, I have copied, I have seen it here, I have seen it at web page, I have seen it in the exhibition, I copied. Is something shameful? Let me tell you, it is not shameful at all. It is the most creative process in copying. Don't be shy about it. Everywhere in the world is copying something or other. We should be very proud to have copied something without support. He gives you drawing and he copied, that's not different. But you want to see it by reverse engineering, you have done it. The biggest success story in the world is not here, it's China. Do they innovate? Do they do research? Do they have a powerful patent portfolio of their own? They are the world's number one copycats. And we are buying the Chinese products. Every one of us are buying Chinese products. Nothing wrong there. Creative community will copy and come with something better. So don't feel shy. Copying is not a sin. Don't feel shy to say, I have copied from this so-and-so. Nothing wrong with this particular thing. Be proud. Use a second language. China do not say I am copying. I say, I have got a secondary innovation. So use the nomenclature different. You say, this is my secondary innovation or third innovation. Do not use the word imitation if you are shy of using the word imitation. But please do this thing. That should be the first step to do anything. Imitate, learn from copying. Then obviously one day you will come with your own genuine innovation. No one in the world is genuine imitation. Everyone is copied from something or other. Right? Who is the biggest innovator from what you know? Thomas Edison? In the school children, you all read it, no? Thomas Edison is the biggest innovator. You go to Europe, you go to Belgrade, they say this chapter copied everything from Nicholas. Right? So the world is full of copycats. All the best.
Yes. Actually, yeah, what Professor Rao told you does not apply to your examination. This is only for patenting. You don't copy for examination because by the panel he said copy everything is fine. Okay.
Okay. So I think with that we will conclude the panel. The essential idea of this panel was to share insights regarding the patent applications, the IPR, and how the universities should work towards protecting their ideas or filing patentable claims, the whole process. So to sum it up, the three most important points are, there are various government initiatives that are available that the students and young innovators are entitled to. You just have to go through the details, you just have to see your eligibility and start applying. And second thing, even before the application is taking place, you should do a patent search, you should see what makes your innovation or your idea unique, and you should also try to approach a competent body that will assess your initial idea and will guide you in the right direction if IPR is what you want to do. Apart from this, the universities abroad, they have a pipeline that is in place for many years where they prioritize filing of patents. So we should also learn from them and be proactive, and we should ensure that there is healthy exchange of information among different countries, and there is a healthy relationship with people who are in the stakeholders who are in the innovation ecosystem to ensure there is a personal bond that is developed, and there is a free flow of information and possibility for collaboration. When it comes to the AI-driven innovations or AI-generated innovations and prototypes, it is essential to ensure that the core idea of the innovation itself is not AI-generated. The AI can be a very good technical aid, it can cut down the prototyping time, it can cut down the resources involved, which otherwise would take a lot of time. But AI in itself cannot be the source of innovation. So with that, we conclude the panel, and thank you all for being here. Now we proceed for the award ceremony. Oh, the chief guest. Okay. So in a brief moment, we will commence the award ceremony. The chief guest is on the way. He will be here in a few minutes, and we just start around 11:25.